David Menzies for Rebel News here in Mississauga, Ontario, and I am with Jay and Teresa Heron. They are the owners of HUF Gym. Now, you may recall my colleague Lincoln Jay, he had a report of HUF Gym opening illegally. I can't believe that, a gym opening illegally, like it's a speakeasy back in the 1920s, but that's what happened 3 days ago. Of course, bylaw was alerted, but get a load of this. Today, Peel Regional Police Sergeant came by, and he didn't deliver bad news, he delivered astonishing news. Guys, what happened when the cops came calling?
Well, basically, he said he's on our side. So he stands for us. We're about health, promoting people's immune systems, getting stronger and healthier, and that's what we're all about, and love, and helping people get off the street and get healthy, and prevent the suicides and the overdoses and stuff that's happening. So that's what we're about, and he's all for that.
Teresa, it must have been such a surprise. You see a uniformed cop coming to your doors, you're probably thinking, uh-oh, am I going to be the next Adam Skelly type victim? Are my locks about to be changed now? But instead, no charges, and he actually said that he's on your side.
Yeah, no, with the Peel Police, I respect all the police very much, and I believe they took an oath, right, to protect the people. And Peel Police are remarkable police, same with Toronto Police, and they're here to serve the people. And so he did that today. He came here, and he said, he stood for us, and he was here to protect us. So I am very grateful for that, and it just renews hope, right? To know that there's officers out there that are standing up for the truth.
Oh, I find it absolutely astonishing because we've just seen the polar opposite for more than a year now. I mentioned Adam Skelly. Quite literally in Toronto, all the King's horses and all the King's men came charging in, the mounted unit that is, to shut him down. My only worry, guys, is do you think this particular Peel Region Police Sergeant might be overruled, that the political process might get involved? It could be Mayor Bonnie Crombie, it could be the Premier himself, and you'll get another call from the police, and this time it might not go so well.
Well, we haven't been charged by any bylaw yet, so okay. I believe they're understanding from themselves that what they're doing is illegal and they are infringing our rights, and that people died in World War II to save these rights, and that they're going against what should be. And that's basically it.
And that's quite a different story too, because we've seen under the Emergency Services Act, the Quarantine Act, all kinds of new law and bylaw enforcement, but you're saying that bylaw hasn't issued you a ticket yet?
No, they haven't done it yet.
Okay, then. What do you make of that, Teresa? Why are they taking a more civil approach with you?
Well, there is the what's it called? Sorry. The notice there's notices on the wall right now on the windows that state for disability and mental health. So even during an emergency act, people are allowed to come into a fitness facility to work out for their mental health. And anxiety and stress. So even if they need to get a prescription from their doctor for boxing as their exercise, instead of taking opioids or pills or anything like that, that's something that they can do. In regards to bylaw, right now they did put a closure notice on our door. I don't know if you saw that.
Okay.
We have been served with that. They just stuck it on the door. We made an appeal for that this morning. We have a lawyer working on that right now.
Do you find it, I don't know, perversely amusing, it might be the phrase. About 100 years ago, we were living in Prohibition in the 1920s. You had to go to a speakeasy, do a secret knock to get in to drink alcohol. We flash forward about a century. Not only is alcohol legal, but the government's running the alcohol business and exempts itself from any closures. And now something like this, a gym where people come to get healthy, to get physically fit. This is considered to be under the prohibition list of 2021. Can you make sense of this?
Absolutely, that's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable that they're trying to stop people from being healthy, get healthy. I mean, where do you go to get healthy? You go to a gym and get exercise and to feel better about yourself, and they're doing the opposite. They have big stores that hundreds and hundreds of people that don't do any spraying, and they all gather there to shop, and a lot of them are out of shape and stuff like that, and that's where the spread is going to come from, not from gym where it's like 20 people working out, staying healthy, taking care of themselves, not getting sick. Nothing's going to come from here.
And Teresa, that is the case. I mean, there is no data indicating that gyms, fitness centers are super spreader places for the virus. So why is the government coming down hard on this sector when physical fitness should be championed? And yet, as your husband mentioned, you look at a Costco, a Walmart, jammed to the gills with shoppers. I can't make sense of that either.
I think it's because in a gym, there's also community, right? So they're not wanting, for whatever reason, it seems to me, that they're not wanting people congregating. They're not wanting people to be together. They're not wanting people to take care of themselves. Never once did any of the government officials or health officials say, hey, you know what, you could take vitamin C, you could take your vitamin D, you could take zinc, you can take selenium. They never once mentioned any of these vitamins that they can be taking, people can be taking to boost their immunity. They never said drink more water, get more sleep, get outside, you need to exercise. So a lot of the things that they've been promoting is put on a mask, social distance yourself, don't see anybody. That to me is all depression and negative. And it's keeping people oppressed and causing people to stay oppressed. Wearing the mask,
sick,
you're getting you can get a respiratory infection or a lung infection, bring down your immune system. Like, that's just the information that's coming out right now.
The statistics are going to show.
Yeah.
And once they start taking off the mask, less people are getting infected, less people are getting sick, and this is all this is real science. That's the real science, not this made-up science that they're trying to talk about when doctors wear masks so their spit doesn't go on their open wounds. That's an obvious thing. It's not stopping the spread of any virus whatsoever.
But wait a second, I thought we're all supposed to, according to our premier, stay in our basement baking cherry cheesecake. Are you a good baker, Teresa?
My daughter is a fantastic baker, and she makes a fantastic cheesecake. But I don't think staying home and eating cheesecake all day is going to help anybody feel good. Maybe a temporary feel good, but not a long term. Coming to the gym releases positive endorphins.
Yeah.
It helps you to feel good. It helps with your mental state. So if you're feeling a little bit anxious or you're feeling depressed, you could channel that energy while you're hitting the bag, or you're lifting some weights. And that's what people need to be doing more of to help combat getting the virus, by putting on masks and staying home and not seeing people and not being out and getting depressed. That's going to bring down the mental state, and
your
it
immune
doesn't
system
help.
goes along with it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I couldn't agree more, guys. Tell me, what has been the reaction of your gym members, the community at large here in Mississauga? Have people been applauding your rebel stance that you're opening up, or it has been?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, then.
We've had 999 calls of positivity, one hate. I was talking to him. Eventually, he broke down and said, yes, he's a communist, and he wants it to be communist. And then he said at the end, good luck. And I said, bless you, because I was saying, bless you, bless your family. I should give you love, not to be so angry. He's like, fuck you and your love, fuck you and your prayer. And then at the end, it was like, bless you, and I said, good luck.
Well, I'm so happy to hear that. I know we have a rebel toy man out in Bolton. He lost some friends, family members, longtime customers. Guess what? Sales have never been better. People are driving 6 hours to his shop. Online orders from as far away as Australia. He's going to have a record year. So I think it pays to stand up to an oppressive government, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
You have to stand up. You have to stand up for what you believe, and you have to stand up for the truth. And Jesus will set you free.
Okay, well, guys, I know you have dozens of supporters out there, and you're going to make a speech to them about this incredible day, this victorious day. One last question. If you were to gaze into a crystal ball, how do you see this going? Do you think you're off scot-free, there's going to be no more harassment by law or by law, or do you think bigger forces are going to get involved and they're still going to come back at some point and crack down on you, a la Adam Skelly?
That I am not sure about. I'm praying and blessing them to do the right thing, which is not to come down on a place that's standing up for health and wealth and wisdom and not to come down on us. But if they do, we don't expect anything bad to really happen.
Okay, well, we'll be
Yeah.
there in case they do come back. And
Thank you.
congratulations. I think this is a wonderful story. I was expecting quite the opposite. The locks being changed, maybe a fence going up, but this is remarkable.
Yeah. Hopefully, this will encourage other business owners, just open. If you guys
Yeah.
all open, we have a better position. So everyone just needs to open their doors and have some courage and do what's right.
Teresa, you're absolutely right, and I think that was the reason Toronto police and the city of Toronto came down so hard on Adam Skelly. If thousands of businesses opened the doors, what were they going to do? Put everybody in jail? Absolutely not. But it was fear, it was intimidation, and I think it worked. It was the city saying, you dare to open and try to make a living. How do you like the mounted unit there? How do you like being hauled away in cuffs into a police cruiser on the 6 o'clock news? And I think it worked. So that's the big question here, especially with them leaving you alone for the time being. Will there be a critical mass of businesses here in Mississauga that say, hey, I'm going to follow what HUF is doing?
Yeah, because it's all peaceful and it's all about love and helping our community. And that's what we're here for, to help our community and help people get healthy. And how can you shut that down? That does not make any sense whatsoever. And I hope everybody comes on board and helps to build the morale of our community and get them to open up and feel confident and understand the basic rights and to do it.
Well, listen, thank you for your time, and I hope everything runs smoothly from here. And by that I mean there's no law enforcement coming to shut you down. I hope this is your new normal going forward.
Thank you very much.
Okay, then.